Hey guys, it's Tyler Hoechlin from whatever show or movie you've seen me on, and you guys are watching Supanova TV. Cheers.
I am talking with, I know you actually have a real name, but I'm talking with Superman. I'm sorry, I've lost it. This is the coolest thing in the world, but I am talking with Tyler Hoechlin. You are now my official favorite Superman of all time.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
It's one of those moments where you see somebody inhabit a role and you realize that they were the perfect fit for it.
Well, thank you. That wasn't necessarily the reception we got when they first announced it when I was here last year. But
really?
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of it. Never. I mean, that's anytime someone gets announced for a role like that, there's always people that love it, people that hate it. So
wow.
But it's been better since. Since it's aired, it's been it's all been very
what
nice.
was the reaction when people saw you? There was
the reception was very kind, very warm, which I appreciated. It was weird. It was one of those things where we went into it and someone had asked me, was it kind of this daunting thing, taking on an iconic role? And in a weird way, I don't know why, it was one of the first times where I really committed to this idea of if you have a vision of something, just commit to that vision of it. And then if people like it, they like it. If they don't, then at least you failed at your best version of what you wanted to do. So we had a great idea of what we wanted to do with that character, and we committed to that, and it was luckily something that people enjoyed. So it's always a nice bonus.
More than some.
Yeah.
Like, the moment for me that really kind of just clicked it in, and I went, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
You fly in, save somebody from being shot by a robot drone or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there's the little turn and the wink.
Ah, yeah, the wink. Yeah.
Yeah. and that to me was the moment that I went, okay, that's the Superman that I've been wanting to see for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, somebody who is fun. He's super strong and everything, but he's also human.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
definitely.
What were the key things that you wanted to do with the role? Like,
I think I wanted him to be shamelessly hopeful, shamelessly optimistic. I just think that was something when we were going to shooting that. I mean, it's not much different than things are right now, but it was kind of, there's some dark things going on, and I think as an actor, you're a lot of times you're drawn to roles that are darker with things that are going on with people and relationships, and those just for whatever kind of grab your attention. But there was so much of that going on in real life at that point that it was nice to just see something go, this can just be good, and it can just be hopeful, and it can just be just happy, and that was it, and not be afraid to just completely commit to that. So that was what was really fun about that. We really enjoyed that part of it. And then the relationship with Kara and being able to explore him being established and not having to go through those growing pains, but being able to identify some of those things within her and see, like, I know what you're going through, it's this kind of thing. That was a really fun thing to explore as well. So kind of being there as that mentor figure and not so much having to carry the burden of everything, but just be there, supporting as an actor and supporting as the character for Kara. That was really fun to kind of jump into as well.
Yeah, and did you talk to any of the other people who have done the Superman role and go, what?
No, I didn't, only because I think again, it was one of those things where I didn't admit this at first, but I have plenty of times now. So I've never seen any of the other Superman movies.
Oh wow!
I'd never seen it. The only thing I was familiar with was Lois and Clark. Like Dean Cain was my Superman as a kid growing up, so that was the one that I knew. But especially once I got the job, I didn't want to go back and look at anything because I never wanted someone to say, well, that was similar to that, and me have to say like, I was thinking about that. Like if something's similar, then it's similar, and that's just the way it happened. And if it wasn't like another version, then it wasn't like another version. But I didn't want it to be something that I was either actively trying to recreate or actively trying to avoid while doing it. I just wanted to go with my gut and my instincts on it. So once I knew, I just kind of wanted to commit to what Greg and Andrew and I had talked about, and just see where that took us. So.
And what else have you been doing? Like when not getting into the actual suit?
What? Not getting into the suit. I've been doing a few films. I shot a film called Domestics last year with Kate Bosworth that is with MGM. Mike Nelson directed that, and he was great. It's kind of his debut, and he's incredible. A great director. He's going to do a lot. You guys will see a lot from him. And then I shot a film called The Departures with Asa Butterfield and Maisie Williams. So Game of Thrones. I got to work with my Game of Thrones person, and I was like, okay, cool. I tried not to geek out too hard.
I was going to say, did you have a moment where you were like...
I did. I let us have like real life conversation for a little bit, and then at a certain point, I'm like, okay, it feels safe now. And by the way, just so you know, I'm a massive Game of Thrones fan. Don't give me any spoilers. That's all I ask. I was like, I'm not going to ask you any questions. Just don't spoil anything. Don't tell me where you're shooting. Don't tell me where you're not shooting. So that was a really fun project that we shot earlier this year. And then I just wrapped on a film called Bigger. It's about Joe and Ben Weider, the guys who kind of created the modern day bodybuilding health and fitness industry. So I play Joe Weider, and kind of chronicles his life and that whole story of building that empire. So that is literally what I flew from to get here. So it's been a good few months.
And so for that one, was there an awful lot of time in the gym and pumping iron?
There was
supplements?
There's some more time back in the gym. So that was kind of revisiting the old Teen Wolf days.
Yeah.
And Superman, I guess. So yeah, I don't know why. For some reason I always find a way to get myself back in the gym for work.
Well, you know what? It's nice to get paid to do it.
It is. Yeah. It makes it easier. It definitely makes it easier. So yeah, a little bit of that and a lot of other work. It was a really it was the most challenging role that I've done so far, just in the fact of the preparation of playing a real person and a lot of the research and everything. And he's a very interesting guy. So it was a lot of fun to kind of have to charge full speed into that, and we'll see what happens with it.
Awesome. We've got to wrap it up there, man.
All right, man.
But
thanks for
thank you. Thank you
for
giving me the Superman that I've been waiting for.
Oh, well, thank you, brother.
And
I appreciate
everybody
it.
out there.
Glad you enjoyed it.